We're live now. Okay, the game has begun. Hello, everyone. Greg, are you with me on this? Now, here we go. We've got Chain versus Ira. I'm just gonna improv this as we go, boys. I mean, not Chain, sorry, Benji versus Ira. Here we go with the Ninja Mirror match. Ira running a Goliath Gauntlet is something I've not seen in a long time, but we'll see how it pans out. And then Benji's opening up with a few wacky tricks in his hand. I think it includes the spring tidies in his hand, so it could pop off quite effectively in this turn, but I suspect he might just Arsenal let him pass. Alright, there's a flick flack. Don't know what else he can defend with the flick flack unless there's another flick flack though. So we'll just have to see what else is possible for this turn. But it does seem like Tim has the... Oh, he's just going to play it straight up. Does Wins have go again? Oh, and he gets the second spring tidings as well. Okay, so he's just going straight nutso on this turn, it seems. And that includes a... No, not a mask trigger, but he could choose to use mask if he wants to now. He's already used both spring tidings, however, we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, is that comboed Flood of Force? Let's see the top deck. Let me just double check on Benji. I haven't read Benji in a while. Oh my god, yeah, he's just popping off right now. Is it the cheeky lunging press from hand? Yep. Does he have a razor to follow suit? Oh, I'm afraid not. Looks like Ira has 2 cards in hand. They can still pressure a fair bit if they have a conk or something along those lines. Oh, there's a razor in the next hand. There's just Kadachi Snatch. Oh, with the Snapdragon Scalers. Okay, we'll see if he can follow up anything more. Does he greet it? And again, I'm not sure why he blocked with the Razor. That would have been important to attack with instead of just blocking with the Breaking Scales. But we'll see how it pans out. Okay, solid damage for 5. Benji blocking with the second card from hand. That's not what you want to do against Ira though. I was very good at just medium turns of 1-2 attacks. 2 card hands for Ira, the best thing they can ask for. So we'll see how Benji follows up with his arsenal. Alright, Rushing River for 2. How did these cards go again by default? It's definitely not Benji's ability, is it? Or is it part of Mask. No, it's just non-hit trigger. Oh, he had the second racer? Must be nice. Yeah, it doesn't hit sadly, so he can't follow up with the Kadachi, but... And we'll see how Ira can respond. Quite likely since they have 4-card hands, so don't know how Benji's going to be able to clean this up considering the amount of defensive reactions Ira has right now. He could easily squeeze it, but its success is very depending right now. Both Spring Tidings for the OTK have completely gone, so... Not too sure how he's going to plan to follow suit. Pitching a snatch for a leg tap, which means that he has no blues in hand, I'd assume. Especially when you're playing the snatch instead of, or pitching instead of playing, I should say. Okay, it's just a twin twisters, easy peasy. Okay, so he's choosing to block it instead of push more damage towards him. Benji gradually losing tempo right here, but we'll see how much more he can lose. He's still got Mask of the Pouncing Link as a good block card, so he's got that as an advantage, but I reckon easily just say no blocks for this turn. We can see Nick is definitely going with that option. Okay, just taking all the 100 wins. Not 100 wins, the... Can't quite see what that card does, but I know the effect. Goliath Corner, here we go. It's either going to be Flying Kick or Command and Conquer here, I'd imagine. Either that or something really spicy. I wouldn't have blocked the first attack with that, but... Yeah, and that's exactly why. There's 2 blocks are really stacking up against Benji now, and yep, that'll do it. That's a big attack for 9, I believe. Just like that, I was completely gone the tempo. I'm going to take 2 all the way down to 1. Okay, so you did block with breaking scales on the second one, but... I'll have to see. Yep, Benji just draws up and passes, giving Ira full tempo, which is not where you want to be in with 2 Kadashis right at your face. Yep. Just give me cards and you'll be all good from there. Nick does have the E-Strike. He does also have, I believe, another Flying Kick, so it's up to his choice. I reckon he's going to play the Flying Kick here just to try push through damage. Or just the E-Strike for, I assume, 7. Actually, no, it'd be better if he... Oh, there we go, doesn't matter anyway. Just doesn't have the amount of 3 blocks to fully push it all out. And Benji had a very good start and could have definitely pushed through there, but sadly not enough natural go again to just keep that chain rolling. It's going to be interesting to see how Twin Twister does with Iron Blitz. I don't know whether it's fast enough, but it can definitely threaten a lot if you're attacking with it second for 5, carrying over an additional +1.
Hello, Adam.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I don't know how some of those Benji attacks got go again, but
Like
was
the
off
Springy
the
Titans.
Breeze Rider boots.
The Breeze Rider Boots combo.
oh, right, okay, yeah, I didn't even see that card being played that turn. Yeah, that would have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
First game in a wee while for me, and then a long time before that as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll be taking a break from games for the most part, at least.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
jam a couple with the new Rhinoff deck coming out next Friday, but apart from
Oh
that,
yeah, that looks exciting.
sit back.
Yeah, that and Dorinthia look exciting. And especially considering they got like a couple of cards that aren't like released yet, as well as they have Wall with them as well, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about Dorinthia, but Rhino hopefully gets some good goodies. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
well deserving,
Yes, it definitely is.
and we haven't seen any actual spoilers for him yet. So,
Yeah, yeah. What about the next set? Are you
hope.
excited for Uprising?
Yeah, it's sounding good. It's sounding good. Whether it is good or not is it might depend depending on Fi and see how strong he is.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of people are predicting him to be the next meta pick, but
It could
I
be.
don't know.
Yeah. It's basically one of the reasons I'm probably coming back to play more, to be honest. I wasn't
I mean,
really
yeah, like he's a new ninja, which is something that
yeah,
has been missing for a long time. One of
yeah,
the only original 8 heroes to not get a revamped class. The only
yeah,
one missing now is a mechanologist,
yep,
which I assume will be coming along soon now for the metrics versus pits sort
yeah.
of set. At
Haven't
least that's
been
what I would assume so.
Yeah, haven't been too big of a fan of like this last format with Bravo Star of the Show and
Yeah,
Prism.
exactly. Like all the heroes that have free go again have dominated the meta for quite a while now. So if Fi has that same kind of thing, then I imagine he'll be just as powerful as beforehand.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
hopefully it's not that case. Whereas a lot more bands go again, like Bolton and Lexi that need requirements.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
Um, and hopefully that balances out. Because there's definitely going to be a lot of ice in this format, so Chain might
Yeah,
be able to
that's
be.
what I was wondering is how they're actually gonna split up the set because like we don't know if there's a fourth hero or not, and we've only heard of three, and it hasn't said anything about there not being a fourth hero or anything. But I'm
I'm
pretty
very
sure it's
confident that
three.
is. Yeah, I'd say I'm very confident there's only 3 heroes.
Yeah,
Like the fourth one, it's the same set configuration as Tails,
and
with like
Mono.
600 about
Yeah,
230 cards. Only 2 elements have been shown so far, and squeezing a third one or even a fourth ice hero just doesn't seem to be working. I think for them.
yeah, which is gonna make like draft very interesting where you have one hero and then you have two other heroes that share an element.
Yeah, I have no idea how that's gonna go.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing generics to balance that one out.
yeah,
Otherwise, everyone just try first pick as Lando and force everyone else off it.
yeah,
Imagine we're gonna be interesting to see how everything goes. Even with equipment and whatnot, I don't know how whether we get Null Rune again or a new type of Null Rune or more
she
Spell Void, etc. It's gonna be
yeah,
interesting to see.
she must get a lot of stuff in this set for her to like balance out like even sealed deck as well.
I
Like
have no idea because typically Sealed is not always as well balanced just because they focus on draft play, which is obviously I can't get everything in one hit,
yeah,
but hopefully Sealed is actually playable. Um, and
yeah.
not fully dependent on like equipment pools and whatnot, but I believe, what have we seen so far? We've seen a few good Islander cards and only one Draconic card so far.
Yeah,
Um, well, sorry, not just one Draconic card. We've seen a couple Draconic Illusionist cards, mostly being one of the dragons so far, just reliant on what is it, red cards.
yeah, Ashes as well, which is gonna be interesting. A lot of it, like a lot of those draconic allies have Ashes as requirements.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm hoping it's going to be similar to like Viscera Decay, where you just stack up and create value for yourself, and then late game just pop it all off with a pitch stack.
Yeah,
Because at the moment the game is far too quick to be able to allow gameplay like that. But
yeah,
hopefully with this lander and whatnot, being able to slow things down with old and buffs of new ice cards, then combo mid-range decks can have a better chance to shine these days.
yeah. Which is what we need. The meta is way too fast.
Oh yeah, it's a very fast meta. Control decks are becoming extreme to the point where it's just pushing some decks to be completely unplayable against them.
Yeah,
And the only way to keep Oldham right now is Prism.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
I
You looking forward to
don't know.
casting all day tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. I haven't been able to commentate in quite a long time, so I'm definitely keen for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully it'll be good fun with me, Jordan, and Mr. Classic for you boys.
Yeah.
You guys all well prepped, feeling confident for tomorrow?
I mean, I got some things to read up. I'm not actually playing. I'll be judging the event, so hopefully you don't see much of me at all, to be honest.
Oh, cheeky. Fair enough.
If you see me at the main table, it's not a good look. But yeah, I'm not quite wanting to play until the next set is out and rather it's fully gone. And I don't have to
Yeah,
deal with
that's
that.
fair. That's very fair. I'm on a similar boat where like I've played stuff by myself and then I was just like, there's
Yeah,
nothing else exciting.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
meta's solved pretty much. Chain is doing pretty good, but
Yeah,
I don't know. PTQ is just well, ProQuest Season 2 is essentially just the more points to Chain and Prism, the happier I'll be.
yeah. I was surprised we didn't end up with a Kano in the final for the Pro Tour, to be honest.
I mean,
Looking into that top eight, I was like, oh man, Kano's
I
definitely
mean,
getting there.
seeing two Kanos up in the top 8, like if you told me that before Pro Tour, I would have laughed at you if anyone
Yeah,
told me about that. Like, but
yeah,
yeah, I don't know, like a lot of the time beforehand, Kano's always been like a quote niche pick. How it's always been to try benefit against those who don't have Null Rune, but in the
yeah,
end, it's just always been well, it's killed off.
yeah,
But put it in the good players' hands, then they can definitely abuse it. So it's definitely something that I think a lot more people will put respect on these days.
yeah. I think from what I hear, like I think Sasha in one of his matchups, like in the top eight, was one resource off from like actually like getting to
Yeah,
the final or whatever it was.
only one resource off from squeezing a win in
Yeah,
one of the top 8 games. I'm not sure how far he made it up, but
yeah, neither to be honest.
he definitely got his way up there. I don't know how his land is going to go. She's reliant on the Arsenal, so whether she's got some sort of cycling Arsenal ability, even a second one like Lexi she could have.
Might make her a bit more interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
should
yeah, we'll
become
have to
more
see
of a
how
setup
it goes
slower.
with Alexa
Yeah.
Wizard, because she doesn't have that much less health, does she? She only has, what's the starting life total? Yes, only 36 life as an adult, so not really much of a nerf.
Yeah, it's just a turn, really, to be honest.
Mm.
Oh, it'll be interesting.
Everything we've seen, what have we seen so far? Yeah, it's just frostbites and doing damage because of those frostbites, really. And what's it? Stuff
Yeah,
like hypothermia as well.
yeah,
Yeah, would definitely be very interesting to see from this point onwards.
yeah, yeah. Very excited.
Yeah, so we gotta wait a whole.
What about the new pack configuration, or sorry, the set configuration, where there is cold falls in the set, but they're harder and harder to get?
I think that's exactly what they needed to do. I think it's definitely the correct plan. Like funny enough, I suggested the same thing, just like in discussions and whatnot.
Just
Make
make it
things
rare.
still attainable on one product, but make the things that are actually collectible just much harder to get.
Yeah,
And there you go. Just like they said, like a cold foil legendary. I imagine one in every 3 or 4 cases.
yeah,
Something like I believe it's like one in every 3 cases would be a cold foil
yeah. I
variant
can't
of a
remember the
legendary, which
breakdown
is
exactly,
what they
but
should
yeah.
do.
It's a lot better. Like it removes this problem where you have like everyone rushing for first edition. Turns out there's too much first edition, so it's not really worth anything. And we've like all wasted our time rushing for it. And then you have unlimited come out and then almost
Exactly, and Unlimited is just worthless.
yeah,
Like Tales of Aria, Monarch, and even like Everfest hasn't even had one release yet, and it's not even confirmed whether it will release.
yeah. I don't think there will
Um,
be an unlimited for that, to be honest.
I don't think it'll be necessary, but it might be a requirement for the Europeans and such if they are struggling to get such a product.
Yeah,
So we just have to see how time pans out. By the way, like it should be relatively easy to get. Like everything in it is cheap. Nothing
yeah.
in that entire set is expensive in any way. I don't believe. Yeah, let me just double check. Nah, it doesn't have any unique legendaries. Pop Stalagmite. I think that's only 120.
Yeah.
And you don't even need that in deck list. So
No, you don't. Yeah.
yeah, it's not a must-have Fable either. What else have we got here?
What do
I think
you
we only like
What are your thoughts on history pack?
the history packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, white borders.
I don't like the look of it, but I think it's
Miss me with
good
that.
for people that missed out on a lot, though.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that whatsoever, right?
Oh yeah, neither.
Gross.
There's a
I'll
lot
just
of
see
noise
how
in
it
the
goes
background.
though, but Yeah, I would have to like hard pass on this thing like that.
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Oh well, Adam,
No, like
are you just doing a temporarily startup and then you're gonna go away, or are you actually coming
yeah,
back
yeah.
in?
I was just gonna do this first round to make sure everything's probably working. It seems like everything is solid,
Yeah.
and I was gonna scooch off after this because there's a new Netflix. Well, not new. There's a season 3 of a Netflix series I'm tempted to delve into. Hopefully, it comes out. It should come out in the next 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
What
I'll
is it?
be
Is it?
uh, Love, Death, and Robots season
Oh, okay.
3.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
There's 9 new episodes of that coming out, so hopefully I'll be able to sink my teeth in and binge that before tomorrow.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alright then, I'll leave you boys to it.
All right.
Good luck
Good
with
to
your
go.
new games.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catch you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's more of a Bravo pad to be honest, because you can pitch 6. So you pitch 6, search for you give a go again from so you come in for 6 by I mean, there is, I do see potential. I think there's a lot of the you roll high, I don't care. You can hit me for 40 damage, I'll block it. And you're just getting you back and forth. I am looking forward to channel the big space.
Well, the reason I'm looking to do this
Did you guys see that?
Oh, done.
I boosted almost all attacks and drew almost all.
Was it pretty quick? It does. Oh, it does affect.
someone else is playing chaos.
Games go again. The combos. So like Big Ten, Rising You Trust only gets +2 and go against it. Your biggest card was played, so it gets the games, it doesn't have it. So that just stops it. It's really good. No, it's just yeah, the screen go again. You'll card search export draw cards from kills transfer.
If you manage it, you don't ever want to ship ever.
What, you don't want to pay no mirror?
No. It's so much more efficient.
You know the kind of
That really impacts.
Especially back and forth with the box to make
Hold on. I need these to swim.
And lean once because my hand I brick and I'm like, I need to lean.
spicy stuff.
When you guys do, you go
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay guys, listen up, we've got round 2 pairings. we've got James versus Callum, Nick versus Tim, Liam versus Raymond, Sasha versus Connor, Ben versus Rowan, Tim versus Kelly. Sorry, Tim versus Jack, Kelly. Stephen, you've got a bye. Nick, you're up against what? Tim, James. James, what are you running?
Hey,
What are you running?
KO.
KO. Any chance you want to go on stream, Cal?
I don't mind.
I'm looking for
You want
the
to go on
end.
stream?
Let's do it.
Liam?
Sweet.
As long as it's not a Panamera, I'll be fine.
And the back, Laura.
Alright, what do I need to do? What should I do?
Sorry.
What do I need to do?
Oh, so if you're on the side, you've got control of the cup total. So the phone updates cup total.
Yep.
You just got to sit down and you're playing KO, right?
Yep.
Easy, yeah. Callum will be on there. What's your
Yeah.
Did you win the first one? So you did win?
You're fine.
Technically. Oh, sorry.
No idea what
Callum.
Yup.
So you're 0-1, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I was not speaking. She's sorry.
She is.
Oh, you do
I
that.
pushed it only attacks and drew. Literally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Like,
How you doing, man?
Bad idea.
Not too bad. Wishing I owned the Gambler's gloves at this very moment, that's for sure.
Ah, no. It's all good.
Just trying to get you roll low this time. No.
You never roll low with KO. Okay.
That's true.
yeah. Now, I'm normally a drinker, but I'm not ripping, I'm not ripping her pop this morning.
Oh, that makes sense.
Pretty much created
Probably good.
it's just really boring.
Yeah. Got no choice.
So do we use these headphones or what's going on?
That's after the game,
Oh,
for the interviews.
that's it.
Greg, do the headphones still have the echo during the interview?
No, but there's no, we were just doing that during round 1.
Oh, okay, sweet as.
So they can hear you now.
Alright, all good.
Oh,
Alright.
cool.
Alrighty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go first. Good luck, man.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Three.
Oh, Skullborn is not. Oh, no. That's good. Good. Yeah. 3. I think 3. The opposite.
Pitch 3. Hannah.
Yep. Ouch.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, not ideal.
No, I know what you want.
Oi, oi.
Yep, so we will lead with a Rolling Thunder pitcher.
Yep.
6 tech is +2.
Yep.
2 floating. Any response?
Nothing in response, too good.
Okay. Then I will smash with the tree.
Okay. Fucking go.
It's coming at you for 14.
14. That is not bad, eh?
Almost lethal.
Fortunately, I got a very block 12 hand.
12?
More reds.
Okay.
2.
Alright. Yeah, man, I'll rip Arsenal. Oh, no, sorry, won't Arsenal. Rip the intern, rather.
Yeah, I got nothing in response, so obviously no charge hand.
Yeah.
Cool. And then my turn will just be tunic and pass.
Sure thing. Hmm. I'll lead with Barrage and beat down blue to intimidate.
Sure thing.
Is that way to roll for it?
Yep, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1.
Yep.
Surprise! I was like looking at them, like,
Any response?
No response.
Okay.
This is the shock value you're looking
Hmm.
at.
Now, you said the narrative.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. So I'll. Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I've just got one fell ID, so I'll just.
That should swing command 3, potentially 5, with 1 floating.
It's kind of nasty. We want to sort of draw it up. Let's do a.
Yeah. True. You roll. And then I'm gonna break the crazy bird. So
Taking 2 so far.
That's fair.
So roll with advantage.
Yeah, and I'll move to Arsenal.
3, so I can have 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, I'll follow this. Yep, then cool.
Tunic to 3. Crucible.
Yep,
The spindle 4, 5.
gotcha.
I'm
Need 4.
just gonna catch 2.
And of course the opt if it deals damage.
Yep. I'll prevent 3.
So I think taking 1. Sorry, 2.
Take 2, yep.
Not 2.
Yep.
Yep, tunic goes up.
Top 1, bottom 1. Or then tunic and Kana.
Yep.
And then pass back to you.
If it hits, discard a card, next page of it. Yep.
Okay. We'll go Rubber Spiller,
I appreciate you.
pitching, Eska, and discarding Pulping.
Sure. And I think if I'm responding to that intent.
So,
Oh,
do
does
I draw first, or
I think I've got a. It's a good question. I'm gonna read that. Yes, because there's a full stop there. I can respond
before I draw?
before you draw. I believe.
I'm actually not
Alright,
sure.
we'll double check.
Yeah.
Greg, can you get Liam just to double check something real quick? Or Nick, one of the two. I'm pretty sure, but I just gotta
Yeah, I'm not sure.
remind myself. I can respond before he draws off the Blood Rush after the discard, right? Because it's got a full stop.
The
Or
cost
no.
is to discard a card and the effect is to draw a card, so yes, before the card resolves you can
Okay.
respond. Yeah.
Ouch. Okay.
Thank you.
Talismanic Lens.
Sure.
Top one, bottom one. Kana.
Yep.
Or 8.
And then draw 2.
Yep.
Coming up before,
If
no
it hits,
card.
you gain 1. Or if it does
If
not.
it does not hit, okay, put it token.
Kana.
I'm gonna take 4.
Meritus Scolding.
Yep.
For
No worries. Tunic will go up. My turn. We will go
Go like that. I think I just maybe take my 3 damage, maybe. Yeah, let's just do that. Ooh. Crack Striders.
Sure.
And Crucible.
Yep.
And crack Energy Potion.
Yep.
And
Oh no.
Pay the Wildfire for. Do I want to do that as well? Or. And then Enra. Oh, actually, no, I can't do that. That's. I had to put all in that, right? Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm just.
No, take your time.
It's possible, and then I think. And I'm gonna kind of respond with the Potion of Deja Vu. Put all cards in my deck on top of my.
Wait, sorry, why are you pitching Kano?
I'm Kanoing, and then I'm gonna respond with the Potion of Deja Vu.
Oh, gotcha.
Which lets me put the cards back on top of my deck in any order.
Gotcha. Yep.
And then the Kano will resolve. I think I can then do. This like this, and that resolves, and I get the gaze.
Yep.
Up to goes to the bottom. That bounces.
Yep.
Kano gaze up to. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Oh well. That bounces, and then I'll let the Wildfire resolve.
So it's 5 I can?
Yeah, it's
I'll take
5.
Yep.
And then I will
Emeritus.
Emeritus Scolding for 9.
Yep, I'll take 9. 9.
Yeah, and then
Blood Rush resolve?
Yep.
For 2.
Police base attack. Police attack. Oh, not right. Yeah.
That's rough.
Six total. Okay. No cards?
That is a rough draw.
I'll just clean this up for you actually.
No, okay, rough.
I can have. You're happy with me to have dominate?
Claw.
Yeah, no blocks.
So 6 total.
Yep. Okay, and then I guess I'll draw. Yep.
You pay the one? Cool. Block 6.
It will just be Chinook and draw back up.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gone. I get my card. I will
Yeah. Great. I'll There's two swing big. Break in the club.
Yep.
Give me 4.
Four.
Quicken if you want.
True, I love me some quicken.
Oh yeah. Can I love it?
4, right?
Yep.
No blocks. Oh, actually, do I just want to respond to this? I'll pan out first, actually.
Three. I'm tanky in this end. I'm tanky in this end.
Very humbly at the start.
Yeah.
Okay, Cindering.
Take the turn.
Top one.
Stall.
Correct that.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Turn.
Six hundred.
Yeah.
I'll just use this.
Yeah.
4. Okay, now.
Oh boy.
And then we will even one floating. Sonic Boom for 4, plus 1 off the Syndrome.
Take 1. Take 3.
Oh, yeah. And then
And probably lose.
Zap for 1. GG, man.
Hand of reeds, yep.
Fuck, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So you had the hand of reeds earlier, so it was only
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. This feels like a bit more off for you if your hands are red, slides up against my hands for blues
Yeah,
rather than
yeah,
vice
yeah.
versa.
At least you block out, yeah.
2, 3.
I drew 2 cards from the Blood Rush that required me to like reveal or discard, and
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to pitch one for the other, so I was like
Right.
4 for 5.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. It's just like the draw, it's just like this side, I'm like, oh no, fuck, who's this?
Well, I'm not playing KO because I want consistent
Exactly.
luck with it. So, yeah.
Got the high rolls. Are you running Crazy Brews?
Sorry?
Are you running Crazy Brews?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Why not, eh?
Yeah. Go hard or go home, I reckon.
Smash with big trees, crazy brews, it's all out.
So you had me thinking about wanting that cooking token real bad, man.
Yeah, I thought you contemplated it.
When you gave me the cooking token, I'm like, man, I wish I was running Nourishing Emptiness.
I was gonna ask
again.
that, do you run Nourishing?
No, I used to have one in it, but I don't run it anymore.
Just because the whiff?
Yeah, and it's like Wildfire exists, so why not
Yes.
just run that?
Modified, sorry.
Must be nuts. I'm just like, fuck, would be funny though, Nourishing Nourishing Emptiness with Go
With
again.
Go again.
And Dominate.
Yeah, card. I'll check out.
Oh yeah.
I'll go.
Why are the strings in here? I just can't like, oh, fuck. Any fun things to say? Are you playing the Pro Quest tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not with KO.
Oh, Chaos? No.
Adult version 1.
Yeah. Did
Oh,
you-
I actually was meant to be on 19 life the entire time.
Oh, I
forgot
see.
about that.
Oh,
Well,
so
wouldn't
did
have-
I.
yeah, I
That's
completely
all
forgot about that.
Same.
Whoops.
Why are they making him have 19 life, man? I feel
Oh,
like that was just like...
It's just the joke about it.
Give the poor player 20 life, by the way.
Oh, I'm still one.
Yeah.
I should have been better.
Channel Lake and
The,
turn the whole game off.
Did you see the, in Progress Season 1 in Nelson, there was one KO that played in the CC.
The CC. What a
Yeah.
shame.
He went 2-0 actually, the first 2. I think he went 2-0 or something, and then lost his couple rounds. But he must have high rolled the fuck out of some people the first 2 games.
Loaded dice, sure.
Yeah. He like chucked them in the microwave or whatever.
Yeah,
They always
yeah.
had 5-6.
Yeah. Not bad though, 2 guys. I love the 2 Arsenal slots on the mandates.
Yeah.
I don't even play League 2, it's just awesome.
Well, give Brutes 2 Arsenal slots.
It's only fair, right?
Yeah, Brutes are sitting there with 2 Blood Rush Bellows sitting in an Arsenal.
Seems balanced.
Seems fair.
Rowan and Bean still going?
Yes, still going.
Shouldn't be long.
No, should not.
One of my mates is playing Data Doll.
What a chat.
I don't know. He managed to get second in a Armory down south.
Oh, sick.
They just keep bursting off items. Got
All the items off?
Yeah. This game's first game that he plays. He got 1 item boosted, then he just keep boosting attacks.
Yeah.
And then draw a handful of items. It's like,
Oh, that's rough.
what do you do?
I haven't actually read. What do you think of the new specialization that they got in Everfest that Darrell got? I haven't read it properly. I don't know.
It's like you can choose from 1 of 3 options. And the first time you choose one, you get an action point, and it's like one of them's to opt, one of them's to banish off the top, and one of them's to draw and then put one of your cards on top.
Oh, I see.
So electronically, yeah. It seems pretty good. I mean, if you get it up, it's
Yeah.
good to go.
Not bad.
But yeah, when you get to the T-Clerk down, the out comes at you with a 0 to 60 for 8.
Yeah.
So the 3 cards doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly. That's what the aggro dashes are doing, right? They're just starting with Tickler Pounder and play.
It's really good. Oh, they start that instead of the core?
Yeah, I think some of them had I think some of them into Kano was starting with Tickler Pounder out instead of core and just going I'm gonna turn lethal straight away.
Yep. That's the hope that what you do with KO.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work out.
It does seem interesting though them picking between Vest or Hardened Cross Strap, because one of them cares about combat chain links, right?
You can't run cross strap anymore.
Oh, true.
It's banded blitz, yeah.
Oh, true. So I guess you just run Vest and Overblast then, I guess is what they do now.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Cross Strap, man.
I get why they did it in the second game,
Dude, I'm just looking forward to Fi coming out, because that man 100% broke Stubby Hammers and Blitz.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Why? What have they done to make Stubby Hammer so good?
And Blitz, yeah. It's got to be Fi, right? Out of the new Uprising heroes.
Ice isn't going to do anything for him.
Because what? It's probably some dumb graveyard interaction, and combined with, I don't know, mine just goes to 100 wins. So the Katsu Stubby Hammers 100 wins list. It's got to be something like that.
Have you seen the Shiana Stubby Hammers OTK list before?
I have not seen that one, no.
I don't know. It is something with Force of Nature, and then you can the Stubby Hammers and just keep. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
So not exactly.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite infinite damage thing is the Briar perfect world, perfect Christmas world where Briar can technically do infinite damage on a loop.
How's it do that?
There's an interaction with Caution, Force of Nature, and Rites of Replenishment, and there's a way of basically looping. If you have a specific number of cards left in deck, there's a way of infinitely looping the Rites of Replenishment over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah. And then what with Caution, you just keep giving it the +1 Force of Nature.
I think you get the action point or something. Or it's not the action point.
No, I don't think you get an action point. Or is it the resource?
It's the resource, yeah. There's some way of I can't remember how it works exactly, but yeah, there's a way of just infinite looping.
How good. That might be similar to
how it's because, no, you get the resource, because you Rites of Replenishment, put the card back on top, the Force of Nature triggers, you draw, and it just loops like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Fulminate. fulminate fuse, because fulminate is for the entire turn you draw.
So what does one do? Is the next thing +3 and then?
If you earth fuse +3 on your next thing, on all attacks this combat this turn, and then if you lightning fuse, it gets on hit. Everything gets on hit. Draw a card. So you double fuse your fulminate, and then for the rest of the turn, it gets draw a card.
I thought it did something about I thought it like gave things going or something like that, isn't it?
Oh, maybe it was that.
Because I think the force of nature is how you feel when you get right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen fulminate been played, but yeah.
Yeah, I think something like that, yeah, which makes sense. Oh yeah, so fulminate fused, attack actions you control gain +3 this turn, and then attack actions you control gain go again this turn, yeah, and then the force of nature basically lets you draw the card that you put back on top, and you go over and over, and caution gives you enough resource to infinitely loop it.
Because what are you revealing each time? Oh, the rights were left.
Yeah, you're getting the other rights back.
Oh yeah, gotcha. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty sick. I believe Greg wanted round 1, I was playing mate Liam, and we were both playing Kano, and he wanted round 1 a Kano mirror.
Oh god. Kano mirror is always confusing. I don't play a lot of Kano, but when I have, I'm always just like, I forget whose turn it is, so I'm like, what is happening?
Alright, Flesh and Blood players, listen up please. We've got round 3
so bad. You just sit there going, can I kill you? No. Pass.
Liam versus Tim. Raymond versus Callum. Connor versus Ben. Stephen versus James. Jack versus Rowan. And Tim, you got a bye.
Who's Jack?
Tim Walker, not Tim Logan.
Yeah, you too. I'm going to have 94 rounds of my group.
Tim Bowes. What are you running?
We're going for a round 4. Of course, baby.
You want to do it on stream? No? Okay. Jack.
Care. You can put us on screen.
Yeah, do it for the laugh.
Okay, I haven't doubled anything all night because that stands a good chance.
Stephen and James, anytime you want to go on stream? James was just on stream. Okay, alright. Okay.
Sorry.
I haven't doubled anything all night.
Jack, are you playing Data and do you want to go on stream?
Yes, and short.
Oh, you won? What side do you want me on, Greg?
Are you playing Kato?
Yeah.
Come on this side.
This side?
Yeah, thank you. What's your record?
Hello, stream. I am 0-2. Oh, stream. What a week it has been.
All right.
Started all, huh? Yeah. Let's go.
And you are Kaya?
Care, correct. Alright, stream, I'll be honest. I'm having a pretty terrible night so far. I haven't doubled anything. My rolls, not even one.
Oh,
yeah, my rolls have been very average. Like, it's just not feeling like a good night, you know?
I gotta be honest, I hope it's still
What's
not
your
your
record?
night. What's that, sorry?
What's your record?
1-1.
1-1, Greg. Oh, but Dartadol though, this is so much fun. I adore Dartadol, I really do.
I've only really just started playing it, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good? No. Fun, yes.
Well, like, you don't always have to play good heroes. I think anyone who only ever plays good heroes really needs to recognise that sometimes there's fun in playing the underdog.
I'm bringing
Like-
the Azalea tomorrow, so.
Hell yeah, you
We'll see
are.
how that
I
goes.
love Azalea. Yeah.
She's genuinely my favourite to play.
It took me absolutely forever to play her. I never really played her in like constructed formats, but I absolutely love playing her in limited.
Oh,
And I, again, love playing Lexi as well. Lexi was such a fun hero.
So I've been hunting for a tunic for ages. I still don't have one,
Yeah.
sadly. But yeah, I'm borrowing one for tomorrow for the Azalea.
There we go.
And watch me miss every single.
Oh, absolutely. Like I picked up, this is my tunic dice. Because I was constantly forgetting my tunic counter, so I just thought I'll get a huge fucking dice, sorry stream, and try and remember to actually use it. And it's actually really helpful.
Alrighty.
Oh, these ones tonight. Right, 6 for me.
7 for me.
Up to you. I assume you go first?
I will choose to go first, yes.
Sounds right.
Would you like to cut?
Just in half is fine. How about me?
Yep, sure.
Ooh, okay. I don't have the Campbell's gloves right now, so this is going to be interesting. All right.
Okay.
After you.
Okay, I am going to play. I'm going to crack the Visitronic,
Uh-huh.
which whenever I boost,
You draw a card, put a card from your hand on the top or bottom. Yeah. Or on the top of the deck, right?
It has to be the top, unfortunately, yes. And I'll come at you with a 0 to 60 for 3 damage, boosting a Zippert.
Uh-huh. Cool. And then triggering Visitronic.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're all good. For 3.
And
Sure,
I'll
block
put this on top. And I will. That's it for me, not reacting. So I'm going to pitch 1. And there's some dice here.
for the Foundry Heart.
Yes.
Feel free to use the big dice. They're slightly more visible on stream as well.
Oh, okay, sure.
I assume that you're going to be gaining 2 resource from this.
I am. Yeah, I'm 100% going
Yeah,
to. So
that's how my Dutch deck works as well. You just don't miss, right?
yeah, correct. So I will Foundry Heart for a Dissipation Shield.
Yeah, you will.
And
Hell yeah.
big dice. And what else are we getting? A T-bone, unfortunate. That's okay. I have 2 mana floating, and so I'm going to attack with a zoom in, coming at you for 4, and boosting another T-bone.
Does it have boost? Yes, it does. Right, and you are opting twice, right?
Opting twice, yes. Is it opt 1 twice, or is it not opt X, so I get to look at
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, so you just look 2. Right. And that's coming in for 4.
It is indeed.
I'm going to block 3 and take 1.
Okay, I am going to leave both of these on the top. And I'm going to cycle and draw.
Lovely.
I'll just pump that line.
Alright.
1. Yep. So you lose 1. That thing left. Deck 4. Yeah.
Sure, why not? I have such a habit of overcommitting. Ready to roll.
Ugh.
Blood Rush, discarding Massacre, drawing 2.
Yep.
I have 2 resource floating.
You've got 2 in hand. 3 in hand. 3
Great,
in hand,
why not?
sorry. Pitch 3 to shoot you for.
I'm not even rolling anything this turn. So disappointing. 5. With go again.
5 with go again. I am going to. There's no one hits, no.
It's just
And
damage.
I'll remove the counters from this to prevent 4.
Taking 1.
Taking 1.
Five with go again. 1 floating, 1 in hand.
And. I'll say no figures.
No reaction.
Take 5.
Arsenal pass.
Okay.
Feels like such a waste of a Blood Rush Bellows, you guys. But I wanted to use it.
I'm going to play a 0 to 60, putting you for 2 and boosting a T-bone.
Huh? Oh,
so
sorry.
coming in for 2, boosting a T-bone off the top.
Okay. Coming in for 2. No block. Take 2.
Okay, and then I will pitch 3 for Foundry Heart, going up to 4. Probably should do it in the correct order. It's alright.
I know you're not going to miss. Yeah.
A Disillusion Sphere and a 0 to 60.
So whenever you would be dealt exactly 1 damage, prevent it.
That is correct.
That's Dissolution Sphere, right?
Yep. Then I'm going to spend 1 mana, going to 3 if I can find it, to load up my pistol. And then I'm going to play a microprocessor for 2 and end my turn.
Hell you are. I love microprocessor,
Oh,
you
it's
guys.
so good. It actually
good
made her
card.
somewhat usable.
That's always my thing, is that you really need to hit one early to have even a slightly playable Data Doll game.
Yeah, you do.
But you have some
And
pretty good items
luckily
out.
I have.
Yeah.
On to you.
All right.
T-bone have to be defended by an equipment base?
Yes, it did. The T-bone was banished, not played though, correct? It was a 0 to 60
Yes.
that was played?
Did I put it in the graveyard? You know, I banished the T-bone.
Yeah,
I
the
played-
T-bone was banished, not played. So, yeah. Thank you, Stream. Trying to think about the order I want to play things in.
If anyone asks what we're playing next time, I'm done. Yeah, not bad, yourself.
Come on, man. 17. There's no induction chambers on the field. 3 cards in hand. Come in for 3.
3.
No go again. 3 cards in hand. 1 card in arsenal.
I'll just block 2 with the Foundry Heart.
Take one. Take nothing.
Take 0.
Correct. Go to you.
Okay. I am going to activate Microprocessor's second ability to draw a card and then put 1 from my hand on top. And I'm going to put...
It's always so weird seeing Data Doll with 4 cards in hand.
yeah, it feels good, I've got to say.
That was always my thing when I started playing her, was I would accidentally draw up too many cards.
Oh no.
And then you stop playing her and you
Yeah.
start only drawing up 3 cards.
It feels nice. I've
It's
considered running
it's
Pursuit
tricky.
of Knowledge just to try and get 4, but I don't think it's worth the whiffs on the
Oh,
on
it's
the boost.
absolutely not, right? Like,
So I'm going to go ahead and put this one back on top.
alright.
And then I will pitch 3 and play a zoom in for 2 mana, coming in for 5 damage and boosting a Teklo Pounder off the top.
Hella, okay.
So I lose a counter from this as well.
Correct. Might as well, right?
May as well.
Okay, so for 5, boosting with go again, and you opt once, I believe.
I do, yes.
From the zoom
Which I
in.
will do now. And I'll put that on the bottom.
You don't have to tell me, but like, if you're running Optical Monocle, that's my favourite card
It's
to
so
run
good.
Data Doll.
I thought it was really bad until I started
it's
playing,
so
and I
good,
realised
right?
you could do it over and over and
My
again in the same
favourite
turn.
thing, I've had 2 Optical Monocles out at a time, and I've gone through 10 ops.
Just I
Yeah,
was playing a game
right,
the
I
other
have
day,
items.
and I was literally dead unless I had a Disillusion Sphere and an Optical Monocle past
Take
like
5.
3 really good items, just hunting for it. I got it, luckily. So you've taken 5?
Yeah.
And I have opted, and I have 1 mana floating,
Mm-hmm.
which I will use to Foundry Heart, and I'm going to boost, not boost, banish that, and another microprocessor.
There we go. And you haven't used either of these yet, have you?
I used this
One
at
of
the
them,
start, yeah. So I guess I am allowed to use that now.
You
aren't
are
I?
allowed to use that one now, and gain another action
And I
point.
have 2 mana.
Yep, 2 resource from the Foundry Heart.
Yep. And I may as well just banish one off the top. Hope to get lucky. I did not. I have 2 floating, which I'll use to play a Plasma Purifier. And then on to you.
Cool. Plasma Purifier, you guys. This is exciting. Right, I'm going to pitch 3, play Awakening Bellow, then play Blood Rush Bellow, discarding Wrecker Romp, drawing 2. Oh, and Intimidate off of the Awakening Bellow as well.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to remember not to miss my triggers.
That's
Alright, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 middle card.
Now, I have a question. I always wondered this when you're playing Ryan. Am I allowed to look at this card?
Yeah, you can look at it, but
cool.
you just have to be careful not to like let them touch or anything like that. Just so that we can be sure that there's no funny
No
business.
skullduggery.
I have 1 resource floating. See, I've missed off of Blood Rush Bellow every time I've used it this game. I just haven't hit attack actions. And I may be realizing there's too many non-attack actions in this deck. And I thought I had fixed that, but apparently not.
I'm hoping that's the case this turn, so it was good for me.
Blood Rush, Barraging Beatdown, Intimidating. Odds, evens. Odds. Barraging Beatdown.
So ice card on your turn first thing it does is give you crossbow. And it takes go either way.
No resource floating. 4, 3, 5, 8, 11.
Yikes. Okay, I'm going to take 9.
I am going to, what are you on, 5?
Yes.
Nothing's being so greedy. As an instant before this resolves, which I should have said. Oh, I don't. Yes, I do have go again because I discarded the Wrecker Romp. I'm going to roll the Barkbone Strapping. Oh, and this. That's fine. I gain 1 resource. I needed 2.
Yep.
And go to you.
Alright, I better do something here. Start of my action phase. That goes.
I really wanted a 4 on that, you guys. That would have been so good.
Okay, I am going to activate this microprocessor to draw a card and pop one back on the top. And I'm going to put this back on top. And then
this is 1 microprocessor activation?
This one.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'm going to...
And the Teklo Pounder is on 3
Has
still,
3.
right?
Yes, indeed it is. And I'm going to pitch 3. Unfortunate to draw
one of my
that.
favourite items. I love that item.
And then I'm going to spend 2 mana, a resource, sorry, to come at you for 4, make it 6, and lose a counter of the...
Is there an on-hit effect?
Yes, there
hits.
is. My next boosted attack gains +3 if it hits, and as a cost to pay that, I'm going to boost off a induction chamber.
So,
You have 1 card in hand, 1 floating.
so it doesn't get any more complicated.
I'm thinking about letting it hit, you guys. I shouldn't. I'm not going to, but I want to. Just to be very clear, I desperately want to. 6.
Blocking 6, very good. I will then use my second microprocessor to opt. Will I opt? No, I won't. I'll draw. And I will put... that's tricky. No, it's not tricky. I'm going to put that back on top. And then I will use this mana for the Foundry Heart.
Correct.
Go
Go
to
to
2. Boosting off a Signal Jammer. And a 0/60.
1 non-attack action per turn.
That is correct.
Awesome. Let's count.
Get a big old counter on it. I have 2 floating. So I am going to use 1 to load up my Purifier. And 1 to load up my Induction Chamber. If I can find it. And then I am going to remove and attack you for 3.
Take 3.
Yep, and then I will react. And then I will pitch 2. And I will load up the Induction Chamber. And I will load up the pistol. And I will attack you for 3. Very good.
With Signal Jammer, it's 1 non-attack action card per turn, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Intimidate. It matters so much more when you only have 3 cards, you guys.
I know, it's so nasty.
I really hope I leave you with an item. I don't want to, but far. Intimidating. Odds, evens. Odds. Coming in for... Oh, this is what matters, you guys. Oh my god. Is that a 4?
It is indeed.
Yeah, it stayed on the table, so I'll keep the 4. Coming in for 7. Because I rolled a 4.
Coming in for 7.
Yeah. You could use your gaming gloves to let me re-roll it.
I don't think it's going to make much difference either way, on account of I'm holding on to an item. So I believe I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Good game.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That's always the downside with Data Doll, right?
Yes, it's horrifying.
What was the hand?
It was actually really good if I, because I could have got both of those out with the microprocessors.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not how it plays out.
Yeah. It was like you had some super good banishes as well.
I was
though.
starting to get
Like,
moving as well.
yeah.
What I really need to find, which is probably, that. Need another one of those.
Okay, people talk a lot of shit about Dissipation Shield here in Dunedin, but I love that card.
I think Dissipation Shield
I
might
think
be
it
the
is-
best card in this deck.
Well, I think, yeah,
It's so
especially in
good.
Data Doll, like, Dissipation Shield is really the card that lets you have that turnaround turn.
Well, it's because
where-
you can't, you can really just not afford to drop cards out of hand, and
Yeah.
that sort of saves you from having to do that
Yeah.
at least one turn.
That's always my thing with Data Doll. Like, it's very similar to Ranger in a lot of respects, where once you start blocking, you just can do nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have to be boosting, because you have no real other way of getting out items.
So I played quite a bit of Ranger, and I think it's even worse in this. As opposed to Ranger, because at least with Ranger, if you, let's say you've got, I don't know, you get a Searing Shot or an Endless Arrow in Arsenal and then 1 buff, you can at least come through for a 7 damage swing for no mana, which is quite nice, whereas this, if you lose cards, you just do nothing.
Lose cards, right? Yeah. Love the representation. Yeah, I honestly love to see people playing these, like, weird, bad Crucible heroes.
Yeah,
like,
it's a bit of fun. Like,
so much fun. I think people, especially with all of the competitive season stuff happening right now, get way too serious about it. And it's like, I don't know, I'm playing this game to have fun.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
sometimes having fun involves just playing stupid
see,
bad decks.
sometimes you gotta lose.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time losing, so you know. But yeah, this was a fun matchup. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too.
I love seeing Data Doll get played. I think she's such a fun hero to mess around with and to play out.
Is this the final round, or do we have more rounds?
Greg, is it 3 or 4 rounds today?
4 rounds.
One more
Ooh,
round.
one more shot.
So stay tuned, you guys. I was heading for a round 4 bye, but I think I might have just gotten myself out of that.
Might have squeaked
but
in.
we'll see.
I can still go 2 and 2, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I haven't had a buy yet. It might be me. Oh, that would still put me at 2 and 2, though.
It would still put you on 2 and 2, I think, yeah.
That's
But
fine.
yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Hope you enjoy the last round. We'll try and get
Yeah.
something good for you on stream. And if you have any requests for stuff you want to see, chuck it up there. We've got a pretty good spread today, actually, because there's a lot of people who've travelled for the Pro,
there's
Tour,
there's a
Pro
lot of
Quest
weird
tomorrow.
ones around.
So yeah, there's some weird shit bouncing around, which is always fun to see.
Got an Icelander out there somewhere.
A couple of Icelanders, I think, yeah, which is always fun. We had a couple of KOs, not KOs.
Yes, yeah, no, 2 KOs.
2 KOs, a couple of KNOs, which, you know, Wizard. Whoa, it's a good deck.
Is Kano good anymore after the
Yeah,
dance? Really?
he's still pretty good.
I would have
yeah.
thought that would gut him.
Well, I don't know. In Dunedin, it's generally fine. Just we have a lot of reasonably experienced Wizard players who didn't like the having to dig for stir forked anyway.
Yes, I did encounter a couple of those last time I was up here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So,
And
I won.
Rowan.
Yeah,
Oh, well, thank you for that, and
Yes.
thank you for the use of your massive dice.
absolutely. And stay tuned, you guys, for the next round. It should be something good.
Blue fat L.
Nice. Connor won. So it's using what the visual tracker they have, like, that's the size of the card, yeah, and it's got like just like fill it up. I'd be way too bad at keeping track of that. I got a mate who's got a 3D printer. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, two cameras in a row. Yeah, just my shit don't mean shit. They don't come in, they're always on hits and I'm like, oh fuck. I just don't know what to be scared of. I just, because I had to trying to read it, and it's like, I need to stop this. I've won just like, I don't know, it's not like it's just ridiculous. It's cool. I like it. I like it. Nice. But it's I got like that's pretty. It seems to be yeah. Like a title. It's like 5.
You're twisting one out.
You know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All business practice, to be honest.
Pretty.
Usually with me, you just.
Oh, this is just one, yeah. I think it will, yeah, it'll be nice.
600. One more half of that. It would have been.
Is it five?
Whatever, plus 600.
Is it five?
So another 6. There's like nothing else. If I just block him, stop. You don't even have blues.
Well, you're right, no, it's like, okay.
Gonna go for those stone dice there, Rowan?
Don't Don't encourage me, Greg.
Go for the engraved ones.
They might be lucky. They might be lucky.
No, I don't trust myself with stone dice with the way I roll.
I've got like whiskey stuff.
Yeah, but you've got the dice tray as well. It'll protect them.
You haven't seen me seriously roll with dice.
To be fair, I did see you like heave a dice at one of the players earlier, so.
I'm an assertive dice roller. It's the most complimentary way I can say.
Roll with the push.
Yeah.
So I'll give you 4 lots once I touch you.
Everyone's so nice up here.
Okay, you need to open it first.
Greg, did you sell the penguins? Did you sell the penguins?
Yeah, there's that. There might have been turtles as well. Yeah. I think there's still like mermaid foil. That's takes your interest, but.
If it's like a full of virgins, it's like how many virgins? Virgins. Huge amounts. I'm down. Probably thousands.
They are
Maybe you can think of
I'm just like, I reckon it would be pretty good. Do you get like Oh, okay, I'll go. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go skip it. I just like
how much was it lost there? No, pretty much. Crypto.
Oh, it's the end of it. Hey, yeah, bro, I got a blue pistol point. Blue heat gun. Whole lot of ripped it, that's the highlight.
what's the bit you pull one?
That's the problem.
And it's not an orange. Look, destroy the fly marker. Yeah. Like the one from here was strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go first, so
It's just a picture of the big stuff. That's all.
like there was a period on the ground. What do you
I enjoyed it. That is how I worked out my turn. Yes.
There's the gloves. Now we just need to everything except what we need.
Is it good or is it just this rough?
Maybe run the warrior.
Yeah.
I did.
Probably more Dory than you would.
It's a high one. But it can absolutely. Yeah, you have to get turned off. It's really good with
Just give Greg a hard time after they through his call.
Everyone's going to be involved. Love to say it. Thank you. Love to say it. You're real.
What was the last league year for?
Greatest thing.
Actually, no, I lied. It was Project
Gotcha. Twisting my arm here,
I shouldn't even talk about my
the old man.
Yeah, that's true. Really want that caution.
Yeah, he has to go through the trouble of kind of
They look nice. It looks just a filler. They kind of like
the slaves put them there. They get like if you like shuffle them all up.
oh, they gloss it up, man. Yeah.
That is really good. Very much.
Yeah, I got the
Yes, thank you so much.
You tried to say
yeah, those sort of ones.
Yes.
That's just like fun.
yeah, the break off. He actually little yellow through. Can't get much better.
And the step, yeah.
Eventually, we got one.
Oh, you can actually use those two with like full play. I would do is the 3. Yeah. 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah.
What are you playing today, Connor? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Who knows where he is, honestly.
What are you jamming?
KO today.
KO.
Yeah, I know they broke it past around 3 and I just wasn't remembering what they get tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, so you're running the Hey, congrats on the duck race, man.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
Yeah. No, I got Michael messaged me afterwards and he was just like, you won. And I was like, I won what?
Yes, I just like the post.
Yeah. So, had fun. Sitting at home on a shelf.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a little bit.
They were the bag.
Was it a slab or?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's good.
the 9.
Yeah. This works.
Trying to figure out who wants to buy me.
Don't know about
The Donkey Slave. The Decided Brothers.
You can buy the sub on Calico King for $85.
Oh, really? Wow.
Great. Well, I probably couldn't even do that because it's left.
Yeah. Unreal.
Yeah. Did you sell it? You still got it?
Yeah. I managed to trade mine for a hard ice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. And then they asked for it. Yeah.
I'm basically just hoping to hold on to my outstanding legend for
That's the thing. Like, I'm not stressing people. Like, when that comes back, he'll be on
It'll be
the track.
playable.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
It'll be cool.
Well, we're almost having multiple heroes being really legendary.
Do you reckon I'll unban cards? Like, bring out, like, Seeds of Evening and stuff?
Well, they are not
Well, yeah. Like,
Once what's changed.
once Shane achieves living legend, but there's no point in giving it to Steve because he's the only
Rowan, have you chosen any dice?
Hi, Greg, you have too many choices. Because I'm trying to be responsible and not buy the nice stone dice that I can never play. Because I will destroy them.
Alright.
Don't get me wrong, loves it. One of my favorite cards.
You don't want to see where the clock is.
Alrighty guys, listen up. We've got round 4 pairings. On the stream table we have got Liam versus James, Sasha versus Tim, Bo, Callum versus Connor, Nick versus Jack, Ben versus Tim, Stephen versus Rowan, and Raymond versus Ryan.
I'll come to you, Stephen.
I needed to get the swing thing.
Liam and James.
What are we on?
We are on my boy.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I think there might be a bit of equipment you might want.
Okay, it's pretty cool.
It's cool when he does his thing.
Not when you don't double anything.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah. I feel like I get a power boost from sitting on the Gaze the Ages playmat.
Must do, right?
Yeah.
I get a second arsenal, so that's how it works.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Liam and James, you guys both 3-0?
I am.
I'm 2-1.
Yeah, I should be doing the 3-0. It should be 1-2-1-1 after the this round. 2-0-1. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Alright. What do you want?
I don't know. That's legitimate.
Reasonable.
We'll go first.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Good luck.
Yeah,
And you can cut if you want.
Oh, you go.
Oh, a million. Yeah, yeah.
Cool, let's go. Oh, no, I'm not that powerful. Whoa.
Other side.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my one's fucking...
Hold it down, that's 5 at a time, yeah.
I've got to remember this time. I'm actually on 19. I forgot
Actually,
last time.
I just played this account on 20 life.
Ooh,
no, did I?
cheating.
Or maybe I watched Callum do it.
First game I did, I was on 20 and I was like, oh, whoops. Alright, best of luck.
You too. And you're starting it. Oh no, I played versus Reiner. That's right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
yeah.
Alright, let's go play Crazy Brew. Any response?
Crazy Brew resolves.
Okay.
Crazy Brew can resolve. I will Kano?
Yep.
Send me your party.
Cannon now,
Yeah. Yeah, 4 Arcane Barrier?
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll leave that on top.
Okay.
I will Crucible.
Yep.
And
Oh, yep, I'll, yep, Arsenal and drop.
Yep. I will Kano.
Yep.
Resonator.
Good.
Resonator for 2. Next card I played deals 1 more arcane damage.
Yeah. Rough hand, I'll pay it off to floating.
Cool. I will play an energy potion.
Sure. Yep. I am just gonna swing with claw 3.
I will block 3.
Yep. Go to the turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Crucible. Sonic Boom for 4.
Okay.
You know what that one does?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, cool.
And you've got none hand, one arsenal?
Yeah, 1 resource floating.
Okay, let me just.
Oh, no, that's the one that
We'll pay it off.
Sure.
Okay, we will start with. Correct the crazy brew.
Yep.
Oh,
Here we go.
Two
So,
resources,
2 resource, 2 action points, 2 power. Cool. Oh, you saw the potions.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I will play. Blood Rush Pillar.
So, pitching 1. Oh, no, you got 2 resources. Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yep.
Copy, any response? Draw 2?
Yep. That's right.
So, yep. It's got 1 resource floating.
Yep.
So I'll do play. It's kind of iffy. I'll go with a demolition crew, paying with 1 floating and revealing 2 1.
Demolition Crew.
Yep.
It's hot.
it's a card, and
Yeah.
I'll come at you for the blood rush.
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
effective, so doubles it.
So be 4, 16 total?
It doesn't work with blood rush really because
Oh,
it's only brute
14
force,
total.
12 and then 14. Yeah.
I'll reroll it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
14 with dominate.
Yeah. Take some number. 11.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have another action point.
Yep.
Next tick.
Should be yellow. Smash Instinct Day.
No, I revealed. I patched the Savage Feast and I revealed Teal of One.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Demolition
It's
Crew?
just cost day.
That cost 2 already,
Yeah.
so I patched that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just move the intern.
Sure.
Okay.
Just drop my card. Turn a Phenol from Arsenal.
Yep.
Draw 2, gain 5.
Yep.
Volcano.
Yep.
Finish a Wildfire. Volcano. Finish a Spindle.
Yep.
Spindle for 5. Sorry. Wildfire for 5.
It doesn't get the effect, does it?
Nah.
I'll just take it.
Yep. Let's not pass.
Sure. Start off with bad beats. dice.
It's my favourite card in Commoner at the moment.
It's
So much
ridiculous.
fun.
And then we will.
Oh, block 6.
Sure. Go to turn?
Yep. Draw 2?
Yep.
Kingdom? Pinch the scout.
Okay.
Kano? Fucking hell. Activate Crucible on Arsenal.
Sure thing. I'm going to roll for scabies.
Yep.
I sort of drop that. Is it okay as a roll? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just try to roll with it, yeah. We'll lead with a smash big tree.
Okay.
3 with 2.
We might be able to win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take 3.
Yep. So I've still got 1
One fighting.
Yep. CNC, 1 float.
1 action point floating.
Yep.
Seems good. Block 6. Oh, sorry, you have to double this, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you're absolutely right. 3.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, go to end turn.
Sure. I'll click for 6.
Extend it out,
Yeah, I need like 1 more extended art wildfire for this deck, I think.
Right. How much
And
floating?
1 floating.
Bob 6. Next turn. I'll take it.
Sure. Go ahead.
Roll scabies?
Yeah.
2 action points?
Yeah.
Go with a Savage Feast, pitching, discarding random card.
Yeah.
Should we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6?
Yeah.
Massacre, so intimidate.
And doubling a.
Oh, I mean I rolled the double,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, it's halved. 1 float.
Yeah, and draw a card floating.
So do I draw a card? I do.
I'll
give you
think
5.
about responding
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
yes.
There's a comment here saying that they reckon you missed the last CNC.
What's that?
It says, I think you missed the last CNC KO too.
Probably maybe the one before we missed. Yeah, I think we might have been for 6.
Yeah, for some reason I
Oh,
always
well.
thought it was Brute, but it's not.
That's all right.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll get past it. Oh, Kano.
Sure.
Finish of Ultra Bolt.
Ouch.
Oh, Storm Striders?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably do my math.
No,
I just
yeah.
realised it wasn't how I thought it was.
Right, gotcha, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would I would have still got a little package of spoken to us because I had one slave in there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, Kano. In response,
Yep.
Storm Striders.
Yep.
Ragamuffins Cat.
Yep.
Draw a card, put a card on top.
Yep.
Put a card on top. This one resolve.
Yep. And then
This
oh, no,
resolves.
that resolves first, yeah, yep.
Kano resolves.
Yep. Oh boy.
+2 damage.
Yep.
Wildfire for 7.
Oh, right, you get the +2.
Yeah.
Pay 1.
Oh, yeah.
Well, pay 2 rather, you know.
Yeah, take 6.
Yep.
11. Big game, man.
Did I draw it?
Yeah.
Wildfire is such
It's
a
crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I was playing that game. First time I've got to like Tome +2 and like first time I've properly used Ragamuffins Cap, I think.
Yes,
because I was trying it out for the whole Armory. Because I
I've
haven't
never tried it out.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I tried it after Pro Tour and I saw they were thinking it's like, oh, there's some cool synergies there actually.
Yes, yeah.
And like with Wildfire, it's kind of like an extra Storm Striders, which is kind of nice. Because you can float stuff, you can put the Wildfire as a guaranteed flip. It's like having a Storm Striders activation, kind of.
Oh, you mean Ragamuffins into...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like you have two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been a big believer in Talismanic Lens up till now.
yeah. I haven't played a lot of games, but yeah, I was like... It was hard for me to like even switch out the Skull Cap against their matches. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I kill Skull Cap the training wheels.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's great. Oh, thanks for the game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Seriously, in my brain for some reason, I was like,
I think it was probably more of a downside to you because, like, if it's 3, it doesn't change the game. If it's 12, it definitely does. Yeah,
that's a good point. Sweet ass. Oh, every time. Oh, what do you think? 4 good.
5 for 7.
And I had everything.
What's going on, stream? Greg here. Yeah, that's the end of the stream tonight. So only 4 rounds, which I mean, 4 rounds is pretty. We're pretty happy with that. That's generally pretty standard for us. Got ProQuest on tomorrow. It's on in about 13 and a half hours. So whatever that is your time. It should be scheduled on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out and see what time it starts your time. But yeah, definitely check that out. We've got Jordan Nelson Fussell, Adam Little doing commentary, and we should also have a bit of commentary at points from Kieran McIntyre, I think is how you say it. I'm not entirely sure, but one half of the Session Blood team, which should be pretty cool to get his input at some point during the stream. But yeah, thanks for watching tonight. It's been awesome, and thanks for listening to me upsell people on expensive dice. But yeah, thank you very much, and we should see you hopefully tomorrow. Make sure to check out the stream; it's going to be real good. Oh, and opening up an alpha box at the end of that stream as well, so definitely check it out.
Just throw them under the card of these.